Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. Returner's going to try to see what he can get. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Ohio State Buckeyes offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and get...
Oh, he's got some space. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Yeah, these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they're going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explode. He'll bring. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Alabama's offense will go to work for the first time today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
Looking for a man, it's Simpson. Bringing the heat. Catch in the middle, it's Horton. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
That's a really nice job plucking that pass. I don't know if another school has done as good a job as Alabama in recent years as bringing in top-level talent at the wide receiver position. When you think of guys like Julio Jones, Amari Cooper, Jerry Jeudy, Devontae Smith, this guy, he looks like he could be on the field with all those guys, too. He's got speed. He's got the ability to pluck the football out of the air. What a big-time weapon. How nice is it to play quarterback with this guy on the defense?
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. He's thrown 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
Leaves it with the back. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
Shotgun snap. Wants to throw it on third. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. On the run, it's Jackson. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
To the air, it's St. Clair. He rifles one deep to the left. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
Well, the offense is trying to take a shot deep down the field. How about the coverage? Knocking that ball away and doing it clean. No PI on that one.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. The offense changing the play. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. The field goal is no good, and the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate, and listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
With the catch, it's Bernard. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
Here's a hit. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
That's a great individual effort by him right there. When I think about Ohio State football, to especially on defense, right? It's the legacy of the Silver Bowl. It's guys flying around, giving great effort, and getting to the football. But it all has to start up front on the D-line. You've got to be dominant at that position. And right there, you just saw that. The ability to win one-on-one and make a play.
This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find out. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your play, man.
There he goes. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Extra point here will tie the game. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw, it's St. Clair. The throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. And the Buckeyes will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from the shadow of his goal post, he gets the punt away. Here comes that Alabama offense. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it, trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. And he'll... across the sidelines after the good gain.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Handoff to the single back.
Yeah.
Got enough space. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown tie. That running back just had a caravan of blockers to take him into the end zone.
There's not very many times at home, Reese, where I'm going to say that everybody watching on their couch could have scored on that play. This is one of them.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver. Give to the running back. Breaks into the open. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. The Buckeyes just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Get it out on the screen. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Right on the money. Tackle is made at the 44 after the 5-yard gain and the first down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, the running back has it. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. All wideouts, no backs.
And with that run, he goes over 100 yards. We knew coming into this game tonight they wanted to force feed him the football. They knew to win the game, they were going to have to establish the running game and be the more physical team in the trenches. You turn around and give this guy the ball, good things generally happen, and we've seen that over the course of this game.
On the ground, it's Jackson. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the Buckeyes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Gets the back moving. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Got it in the middle, it's Jackson. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Second down coming up. Looking to fire. Complete on the shot. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. The Buckeyes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Wideout trying to get it in. Needed one more turn of the legs to get it in there, and he's denied just inches away from the touchdown. And after that strong play on 1st down, they're right on the cusp of a score. 2nd and goal. Trying to run it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Off play action on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Horton. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you can tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game, they pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to pass, it's Simpson. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. The gun wants to pass. That's caught. It's Horton. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. This will be a 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. 1st down here for the offense. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for that.
Trying play action. Here's the pressure. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. The Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Wide receiver going in motion. The run from the shotgun. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And he is brought down, but what a move he put on that first defender. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The play action fake. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Dan, how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Out of the gun, the inside give. They stopped him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They punt it away on 4th down. Makes the catch at the 35. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking for a man. It's St. Clair. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Corner's going to give them room. Looking to throw on first down. Fires toward the end zone. Throw to the end zone, picked off. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great one going down in Columbus today. And it's been a hard-fought battle today. 2 teams out there playing ball and treating this crowd to a memorable first half. Seems to me, and I know I'm going to sound like a coach here, the team that limits turnovers and strings together productive drives is going to be the one celebrating a well-earned victory today.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Paul? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Bernard. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. Surging forward on the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. If you can just give them a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
They'll run play action. Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
It's a really nice-looking throw. This dude is a weapon in this offense at the quarterback position. It's so funny. You know, I think back to guys like Greg McElroy and A.J. McCarron, guys that may or may not have unfairly been tabbed as game managers. And then you think of Jalen Hurts, Tua, and
turning it on. He's at the touchdown, Bama! And that one will put him up here in the second half.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it off on the ground with a 58-yarder for 6. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Snagged out of the air. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
You hate giving up that play if you're the DB on this one because you're playing man coverage, you're trying to defend a slant route, you've taken the inside away. That's where your leverage is. You'll allow anything to happen to the outside. You're trying.
He'll take a deep shot here. Oh, you dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Buckeyes will call on their punt team. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Here comes that Alabama offense. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you, Palmer.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Now on the move. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football.
Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Alabama! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And, man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the breadbasket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job at getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he made the extra point without problem. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Back to throw, it's St. Clair. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast.
Man, momentum is a real thing in college football, and you're seeing it shift here in the third quarter. The defense just forced a 3-and-out. Their offense scored a touchdown the last time out. We've got a close game, but all the momentum is squarely now on their side.
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention to practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
Back to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Cuevas. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in. It's Cuevas. He'll come through on third down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
It's a nice play call there. You've got two-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Maybe that stop is a good sign for this defense. Maybe the defense is starting to figure it out. Obviously, offense has been running the football with so much success. Something has to change. That was a good start.
Gets it out fast. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Third down. Red zone play. Crowd alive. To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be fit.
This fucking ass
He strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire. You might as well just send everybody.
Got a little room. There he goes. Open it up. They will get it. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up. It's because of that awesome kickoff return.
Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. A strike downfield. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown tie.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And he'll bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Final play of the quarter coming. From the gun to give, looking for room. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Out of the gun to give to the back. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Back to throw, it's St. Clair. Unloads to the wideout. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Pocket breaking down. It's incomplete. A fourth down stop and the turnover on downs. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They'll try the run. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball's at the 17. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to go up top. Throws toward the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
And I'm not surprised they're letting him throw the football down here near the end zone. Like, that dude's been really good. Trust him. They trust him in this offense. Great job by this defense playing the pass, breaking on the football, and making sure he doesn't get another touchdown.
Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. And he'll try this one from the left hash and 33 yards away. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we're looking pretty good.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. There's a lot of pressure when you have that number one beside your name, and perhaps it was the pressure, perhaps it was just one of those days, but that rain is coming to an end. He leaves it with the back. Oh, he's got some space.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Buckeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Using his legs, it's Donaldson. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. They try to get it outside on the left. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They'll run the toss. At the 35, he's got room. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
Well, it's a nice change-up call on offense because obviously in the fourth quarter you're down by a bunch of points and everybody in the stadium's expecting you to throw it to get back in the game. So you dial up the run play and you get a huge gainer. Hopefully that can give this offense the momentum they need to try to scrape and claw back into this one.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Here's the handoff. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. The Buckeyes come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He lobs one high down the left side. Makes the grab. He's got a first down. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. A first down run in the red zone. And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line. Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. On 2nd and goal, on the option, he'll keep it to the left. And he probably should have left that one with the back as he is just smashed in the backfield. And they'll come to the line trying to take a slice out of this lead on 3rd and goal. They've got the screen set up. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. Fitted in the window for the score.
Man, he's off to a good start this year. That's already his 3rd receiving touchdown. We're only 4 games into this season. I love how they line him up all over the field, and as the season goes on, they're going to keep being more and more creative with how they get this guy the ball.
The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. They're on it. They recover the onside kick, and they get it right back. They'll drive and snap it from the 44. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. There he goes. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Fires to the big fella.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
Wants to fire on second down. On the run, deep down the right side.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with it now.
And the Buckeyes line up, trying to move the sticks on 30 short. Complete downfield. He's brought down the one. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. It's complete. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense. Continue to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. Most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw two really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, two really good teams, man. That's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect, Ballman.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. Two ranked opponents, evenly matched. Who's going to be able to make the plays when it matters the most? You got to give this team credit. This is a big win. It's impressive, and now they get to move up the rankings.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.